3 years ago, he gave up on his massive fortune to lead a reclusive life in the countryside with his mentor. 3 years later, he returns over a marriage agreement. To his surprise, the engagement is called off. Who do you think you are? You're nothing but a quack doctor from the countryside. How can you possibly be worthy of Dragonia's first goddess of war? Chapter 1. Averial. I can assure you, your cycle is perfectly normal. Double quotes. In the courtyard of Tranquil Clinic in Eden Village, Felix Zeller slowly lifted his right hand with a look of helplessness. Before him stood 6 beautiful women, each with a unique charm. They were smiling as they patiently waited in line. But Felix, I don't feel well. Why don't you come to my room and do a thorough checkup? Averial Davis said suggestively. Felix smiled wryly. Ever since his mentor, Gerald Hoffman, brought him to this village 3 years ago, he had faced constant teasing from these women, his fellow apprentices. Although he had gotten used to it, it was still tough to handle, especially when they were so alluring. Averial, don't push your luck. Exactly. It's my turn now. Step aside. Don't even dream about having Felix all by yourself. As Leslie Brown sat in front of him, Felix sighed and pleaded, please, can't you all be more like Eloise, Dahlia, and Karina? Focus on your training and stop wasting time here. However, his words fell on deaf ears. Leslie's next move made his eyes widen in shock. Without warning, she began unbuttoning her top, revealing a stunning sight beneath. Felix, my chest hurts terribly. Give me a thorough checkup. Felix swallowed hard, unsure of what to do. It was truly tormenting. Dr. Zeller, there's a letter for you, called a postman from outside just then. Felix hurried out, feeling a wave of relief wash over him. When he returned, everyone gathered behind him with great curiosity. Felix was just as puzzled. He couldn't imagine who would send him a letter. His parents had passed away, and he hadn't heard from any of his relatives in a long time. Opening the letter, he immediately sensed the commanding tone in the writing before even reading the content. Felix Zeller, I'm Zena Summers, your betrothed. Listen up. By the time you receive this letter, I'll have become the first goddess of war in Dragonia. The difference in our status is far too great. I've already torn up my copy of the marriage contract, and yours should be destroyed as soon as you receive this. Our relationship was a mistake from the start. Felix smirked, finding Zena incredibly arrogant from the way she commanded him. Haha. Felix got dumped. Yeah. Can you believe it? Our sweet and handsome Felix got dumped by a woman. Isn't Zena the one Mr. Hoffman arranged for you to marry? The first goddess of war in Dragonia? Ugh, she thinks she's so special. It's laughable. Felix is skilled in both medicine and martial arts. He just doesn't show off. Say the word, Felix, and I'll get you Zena's head. Felix felt surprisingly calm as he listened to their chatter. He knew of Zena but had never met her. Their marriage had been arranged by Gerald long ago, and he never expected it to be called off so abruptly. Truthfully, he could have any of his fellow apprentices if he wanted, but Gerald's orders were clear. He wasn't allowed to make any move on them unless he had fulfilled the marriage contract. You're going to look for Zena as Mr. Hoffman told you. Am I right? Asked Mira Cohen. Felix nodded, his eyes filled with reluctance. But he couldn't disobey Gerald. Yes, I plan to leave right away. Gerald had told him that whether the marriage was to be annulled or consummated, he had to obtain approval from Zena's grandfather, Curtis Summers. And no one else, not even Zena, had a say. So now, Felix had to seek out Curtis. The next moment, everyone extended their hands toward him. Take these with you. When you meet Zena, beat her and make sure she understands that being a mere goddess of war means nothing in front of you. Felix was stunned. He didn't know what they were offering, but they had to be extraordinary. This is a supreme black card from Concord Bank. The balance should be enough for you to spend.